Scrutton Bland is an independent firm of accountants based in East Anglia. We were founded in 1919 by two partners who had served in the First World War. And over that period of time we've inherited a legacy of farming clients which remains a key sector for us today. We go to XeroCon each year and we were looking for an app partner for Xero in the agricultural space. We'd heard of Figured coming to the UK, sought them out at XeroCon, and then post XeroCon the guys came into the office and we saw the benefits that Figured would bring to Xero for our farming clients and set on the path from there. Since we've adopted Xero and Figured, it's changed the way we can service our clients, less emphasis on compliance work and more focus on advisory. The Figured piece adds value to the Xero data in terms of its forecasting. So we can look at our budget for clients, and then 3 months ahead of year end, it's turning the budget into a forecast with the actual data from Xero combined with the budget for the remaining months. And that's a great tool. I often label myself as a critical friend to my clients, see my role as being one of challenge, but also support. So challenging my clients against what their objectives are, but then trying to support them through advice to enable them to fulfil those objectives. To onboard our clients on Xero and Figured, first of all we have to make sure the client feels comfortable with the prospect of using a different software and a different approach to how the books are kept. There's often a mindset of it's not broken so it doesn't need fixing, but it's trying to demonstrate that actually Xero and Figured is a more progressive accounting package than perhaps the one they've been using, and also demonstrating the ease with which we can then advise them using the data in real time.
Xero has taken worry away because I know that I understand Xero. I never understood the previous system. When we started the business, there was an awful lot of compliance-related time that Nick was spending with us. Since moving to Xero, it's much more sort of higher value-added discussion that we have because the basics are covered. We're talking less, we're talking better. We're talking about live data, we're talking strategically and less focused on the routine day-to-day stuff. Xero and Figured combined have really enabled us to focus in and do some benchmarking on the arable side of the business. That we operate on a contractor basis, we know what our fixed costs are because they're contained within the contractor arrangement per acre. But the variables, the crop inputs, we've got the visibility now. And Figured gives us that more than year spread because the crops don't fit into a nice 1 year financial period. We didn't have the visibility before, but now we have.
With William, Xero and Figured has enhanced the management information that we're producing for him, and that's meant that when we meet we spend less time talking about the numbers because he has access to them through Xero and Figured, and we're focusing much more on strategic and meeting his strategic objectives in terms of developing his business because he's keen to ensure it's an asset that's enduring for his children in the future. I think Xero and Figured enables us to look to the future with confidence. Being in the cloud, with a farming business there's an awful lot of data and often that data is in the cloud. Yield data from combine, etc. Application of sprays from sprayers. And I think being in the cloud with the accounting platform means that at some point in the future there's likely to be the need to aggregate this data, and that gives the farmer complete visibility on all aspects of their farm to understand if it's performing at its absolute best.